Babylon, a name that strikes both awe and fear. It was once the greatest city on earth, rich, powerful, and proud. Its walls were mighty, its palaces glittered with gold, and its people boasted that nothing could ever bring it down. But Babylon's story is not just history. The Bible tells us that Babylon is also prophecy, a warning that echoes across time, from Genesis to Revelation. Today, let's uncover the full story of Babylon, its rise, its fall, and its terrifying future. The story begins in Genesis 11 on the plain of Shinar, near the great Euphrates River. Humanity spoke one language and was united in purpose. They said, "Come, let us build a city with a tower that reaches the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves and not be scattered over the earth." This was the Tower of Babel. But it was more than bricks and mortar. It was a rebellion. Humanity wanted to reach heaven without God. It was pride disguised as progress. God intervened. He confused their language and scattered the people. The project stopped, but the spirit of Babylon, arrogance, rebellion, and false worship, lived on. The name Babel means confusion, yet from that confusion grew one of the greatest empires the world would ever see, Babylon. Centuries later, Babylon became the jewel of the ancient world. By the time of King Nebuchadnezzar II in the 6th century BC, Babylon's glory was unmatched. Its walls stretched so wide that chariots could race on top. The Hanging Gardens, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, were said to rise high with lush green terraces. The Euphrates River flowed through the city, bringing life and trade. Babylon wasn't just powerful, it was wealthy, advanced, and dazzling. But with its greatness came pride. The Babylonians worshipped idols, bowed before statues, and trusted in their own strength instead of God. Nebuchadnezzar, the greatest king of Babylon, once looked out over the city and declared, "Is not this the great Babylon I have built by my mighty power and for the glory of my majesty?" In that moment, God humbled him. Nebuchadnezzar lost his sanity and lived like an animal for 7 years, eating grass like cattle, until he finally lifted his eyes to heaven and acknowledged that the Most High rules over the kingdoms of men. Even in its glory, Babylon was reminded, no kingdom lasts forever. After Nebuchadnezzar, his son Belshazzar took the throne. Unlike his father, Belshazzar did not humble himself. One night, he threw a massive feast for 1,000 nobles. In arrogance, he ordered that the sacred gold and silver cups stolen from the temple in Jerusalem be brought in. The guests drank wine from these holy vessels, praising their idols of gold, silver, bronze, and stone. Suddenly, the room froze. A mysterious hand appeared and began writing glowing words on the wall. Terrified, Belshazzar called for Daniel to interpret. Daniel read the words, "Mene, Mene, God has numbered your kingdom and brought it to an end. Tekel, you have been weighed in the balance and found wanting. Peres, your kingdom is divided and given to the Medes and Persians." That very night, while the feast continued, the Persian army diverted the Euphrates River, slipped under the city gates, and invaded. Babylon fell in a single night, just as God had foretold. The Golden Empire was gone. But the Bible doesn't leave Babylon in the past. From Isaiah to Revelation, Babylon becomes a symbol, not just of a city, but of humanity's rebellion against God. Isaiah 13 calls Babylon the jewel of kingdoms that will be destroyed like Sodom and Gomorrah. Jeremiah 51 warns, "Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her." In Revelation 17-18, Babylon rises again, not as a physical city, but as a powerful world system. John describes her as the great prostitute, drunk with the blood of the saints. She rides a beast with 7 heads and 10 horns, symbolizing kingdoms united against God. This future Babylon is wealthy, seductive, and global. Nations will trade with her, kings will bow to her, and people will marvel at her power. But in 1 hour, Revelation says, she will fall. Her merchants will weep, her music will cease, and her lights will go out forever. Just like ancient Babylon, the final Babylon will collapse in sudden judgment. So what does Babylon teach us? That pride leads to downfall, that no kingdom, no empire, no nation can stand against God, that human power, wealth, and glory always fade. Babylon was once the head of gold, the greatest empire of its time, but in a single night, it was brought low. And the Bible warns us that history will repeat. A new Babylon will rise, and its fall will shake the whole world. Babylon's story is not just about the past. It is about the present and the future. It warns us that pride, idolatry, and rebellion will never stand before the living God. So when you hear the name Babylon, remember this: its fall is certain, its warning is eternal, and its lesson is for us all. The kingdoms of this world will rise and fall, but only the kingdom of God will last forever. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more powerful Bible stories that bring ancient truth to life today. May your faith be strengthened. God bless you.